Oh, wait. Okay. All right, let's start with the very first one. Number one, how does Charlie describe his life in the beginning of the novel? Let's go with Elizabeth.
See? How can you...
Yeah, that's correct. Nice job. I think that's actually a challenging one. So raise your hand if you got that right. Okay, good. That's actually a question from your final. It is happy and sad. Number two, how did Michael die? Let's go with Tatiana. Yep, it's suicide. Number three, name one important person of Charlie. This could vary. Andres?
Aunt Helen.
Yes. Oh, that's actually perfect. That's what we're talking about today. What makes Aunt Helen important to him?
She would take care of him and watch Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, good. Stephanie?
Who was his favorite relative?
Yes, he always
Can
said
I
that's my
ask
favorite relative. Karen, thank you for catching yourself. Yes, you're very excited.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, ma'am.
Is Sam important to him?
Does anyone else want to answer that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, why is Sam important to him?
He knows me.
So if you put Sam, that's correct. There's a lot of correct answers. Yeah.
Friends?
Who?
That friend, the dude who's talking to? He's writing letters to?
Oh, so the person that he's writing the letters to is important to him. That's an interesting take. I feel like that. Yes, why do you think that person's important to him?
Because he has someone to talk to, or
Yeah.
they're not talking back.
I'll also give 10 merits if someone can tell me why. Don't yell it out because some of you are going to know this. Why did he choose that person? Oh, why did he choose that person? Edwin?
Because you don't know him.
That's not all. That is one. I'll give you 5. I'll give you 5, Edwin. Amy?
Because it's an orphan.
Mm-mm. Leslie?
He wanted somebody that could listen to him.
Nope. Odette?
Because at the beginning it says something about you could have slept with someone but you didn't.
Yes, that's what he says. Perfect, Odette. He says it twice. You could have slept with someone, but you didn't, meaning he has a lot of what?
Trust.
Respect, self-control, right? And so we know that Charlie admires that. Good. All right, number 5. What secrets does Charlie have to keep? List as many as you can think of. I'll just go really quickly around the room if your hand is up. Adriana?
Brad is gay.
What is it?
That Brad's gay.
Yeah, Brad is gay. This whole staff of the room looks like wah-wah sitting up. Thank you, Jose.
His dad cried.
Yes, that his dad cried. Yeah, Devonese?
A girl was raped.
A girl was raped. Leslie?
That his sister's boyfriend was her.
Yes, his sister's boyfriend is abusive. Good. Edwin?
What happened to Aunt Helen?
Yes, what happened at Helen is a secret.
I have a
Celeste.
question. Okay,
Sure.
so would it count as a secret still if he told his parents that his sister was shouldn't be?
Is it still a secret if you share it?
No.
I mean, it can be, but I feel like when I'm defining a secret, it's like when someone tells me, like, I don't want you to, oh, I'm sorry, I scared you. I don't want you to tell this, right? So then regardless if he tells it or not, someone entrusts him with information that no one else should know. So then I still think it's a secret. All right, yeah, Bree.
Is another secret whenever him and Sam kiss? Because remember she had a boyfriend?
Yes, you could consider that a secret, that they kiss and she's like, she didn't want it. I mean, he obviously can't tell him, right? Okay, turn this little bad boy over. Turn this bad boy over. You guys, I gave you options today. Congratulations. Your option is, you can either answer the first OER question or the second. So I want everyone to take, I know, congratulations. Take 30 seconds, thank you, Andres. 30 seconds and read these 2 questions, and then you guys can decide later which one you want to read, or which one you want to answer. Go, 30 seconds. Read and annotate both. I should see pencils in your hand. Thank you, Tatiana. Much love. Lee, look at you, all the way hunched
Please, I
over.
got a question.
She is really
Do
focused.
we know what happened to Aunt Helen?
Raise your hand.
Oh, thank you, Karen. Yes, Evan.
Do we know what happened to Aunt Helen?
We're going to talk about it today. Aunt Helen is the focus of our lesson today.
Good.
Annotate.
So today we're gonna know what happened to him?
Yeah. Annotate. Annotate. Okay. Good. Guys, remember, it's not just enough to underline one interesting word to you. Like, you want to pull out either the objective or a keyword. Is it brain? Is it book? I should see things written on your page. I should see things written on your page. I'm not actually going to go on until I see something written on everybody's page. You have to understand what you're looking for. What's that? Yeah, exactly. It's just should Charlie feel responsible for your own stuff? So Charlie feels responsible. He feels responsible. That's what we know. So you're looking at how Charlie feels, so characterization, and then if you agree or disagree, he's the one to blame. So I think it's brain. I think usually OERs are both brain. Yeah. What? No, there's no passes. That was a rule. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, what I need right now is I need 2 people. I need one person to get the books from Ms. Perrine. Let's go with Michael, because he's been really helpful today. And then, Bri, I think you need to move because you're kind of slunched. Can you go pass out papers to everyone? They're the ones in the second little thing. And then I, your teacher, will show you an incredible 3-slide PowerPoint. Get excited, everybody. Oh my.
Yay!
We're excited. Okay, here we go. We're starting with Aunt Helen. She is a very mysterious character. Yep, that's the one. So we're going to read more about her today. So the strength that she has, let's have, hold on, from Stephanie, can you read the strengths on the PowerPoint?
Generous and
Perfection. Isaiah, can you read the weakness? Yes. So that's her weakness. And we already knew that from the very beginning. We don't know what kind of trauma, but she's experienced trauma. That's her strength, that's her weakness. So before we get into this is a very hard thing. I understand that this is a hard to read slide, but I do want to start with this because I think it should set the tone for what we're about to read. So the effects of child abuse. If a child is sexually abused, one thing that can happen is, and this one, it's been associated with a wide variety of adverse, that means negative, mental and physical health outcomes. It also suggests that the greater the severity of sexual abuse, the worse the health outcomes. So if a person was repeatedly molested when they were a child, their effects in adulthood are going to be greater. They're going to affect them more as an adult, right? Okay. Thank you, buddy. Thus, more severe sexual abuse, if it involves force, more intimate sexual acts, or close relative or repeated abuse, has been associated with poor social adjustment, less life satisfaction, and more severe psychological symptoms. So, I think at this point you guys can probably make a guess at what Aunt Helen suffered as a child. But this is going to help. This is going to help us understand her as a character, right? The more we know about the effects of trauma will help us understand her as a character. So this is the significance. Can I have Justin? Can you read the first one? Can you see the first one?
She is the only relative that is a.
What is Charlie's dad's name?
Dad.
Dad. What is Charlie's mom's name?
Mom.
Mom. What is his sister's name?
Sister.
Brother's name?
Brother.
Did you guys notice that? And he said in the beginning that it's generic names. Think about the names: Sam, Bob, Bill, Brad, Patrick. Like they're all generic, which means they're kind of like a normal name. It's not like an interesting name. And so he gave his relative their title of like sister, brother, mom, dad. And then all of a sudden, Aunt Helen. So there's some type of significance with Aunt Helen. Like he gives her a name. That's pretty significant. And then the last one is Stephanie.
Oh, he shares secrets with her that he only shares throughout his marriage.
Okay. I know some of you have read ahead, so you guys are going to have to stay with us a little bit though. Before we get reading, I want you guys to work with the person near you, and I want you to annotate the questions, the chart, and the questions 1 through 9. On your marks, get set. Okay, I'll say it again. Thank you, Darren. Annotate these questions. So pencil should be in hands. Ready? Get set and go. Does anyone know what ironic? Just kidding. Thank you for getting attendance. Thanks for attendance. Oh, are we? Okay, let me see some sentences. All right. Good. Ironic. Does anyone know that question here? Yes, Adriana.
The opposite meaning. Okay.
So like, remember I would say like, oh, I hate girls that wear jean jacket shirts.
This can be.
It's like the opposite, you know. So if you're using like dramatic irony, that's why like when in Romeo and Juliet, when they say things like Capulet's like, ooh, Juliet is gonna be a bride. That's ironic because she was already a bride. Does that make sense? It's like kind of the opposite. Usually in stories, it's when characters don't know something they mean.
We can surprise.
That's a beautiful one.
I heard you say.
Stunning.
Okay, how she is.
Okay, I should say no.
Like how she
That was
is.
a good presentation.
What's that word?
You should be a teacher.
I'm gonna say it.
Make sure that when you do it,
Okay, circle referring.
this is
And then push charger safety.
put the money in the back.
Hey, that's great. It's something to help you, your brain.
No, circle and put the equals. Sure, say next to back. Now put brain.
Good.
Put brain next to it.
Oh, you guys
Then circle stabilize. Then
Okay. Guys, you should be farther. I'm gonna give 20 more seconds to this because I need to see more annotation. Shout out to Stephanie, Amy, Edwin, Sonali, Celeste. Thank you. Yeah, do a little bit more than that. Is that all I got from you? Come on now, you can do better. And Stephanie, annotation.
but you have to be like me.
Perfect, we need that. Alright, let's do 5 more seconds.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
You have to be
Alright, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Okay, as you guys can tell from the objective and then looking at the first chart, we're looking at cause and effect. So I need one person that's close to be able to read that objective. Go ahead, read.
But that thing,
The objective, yeah, what?
Me.
What?
identify the effects of trauma and analyze how it has influenced the care.
When one person is affected, so think about you and your family. Let's say someone goes through something really difficult. Does it affect you at all?
No.
Someone said no, that's terrible. Normally it affects you because that's somebody that you care about. So if someone is traumatized, it affects them more than just that character. So we're gonna look at Aunt Helen's trauma and see how it's affected the family, herself, and Charlie. In this case, we know that on the left, these are 4 things that happened to her. And then on the right, what was the effect of that? So Leslie, read the very first one just so we know what we're doing. In the chart.
Usually what's molested.
Right. So we have different options of what that means. What's the effect of that? So we're going to kind of talk about what we think the effect of that is. We're going to read the first 2 pages together, and then you guys are going to read the rest of these pages on your own or with someone else, and you're going to answer the questions. We will work on the chart together, so don't do the chart yet. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, open to page 89. Go.
Okay.
Yes, we're going to do that together, so ignore that, but do the whole choice.
Can we read together?
The first few? Yes, ma'am. 89, 89. I missed okay, there's an extra one. Oh, thank the good Lord above. I'll tell you. Guys, open to page 89.
I'm sitting in my bedroom.
Love. Okay. 3. Andres and Leslie, what do I want you to do right now?
Read the book.
Thank you, Leslie, for doing immediately. Andres. So you want to merit?
No.
Demerito? Oh, it's issued. It is issued. All right, there we go.
No, the
All right, good. So now take your houses down and in front of you. Guess who's here on 3, 2, 1, and 0. Oh, Adrian, you're perfect. What? I don't know what you guys are doing. Did you drop something? Yeah. Okay, that's fine. December 26th, 1991. Dear friend. You're one person. Oh, never mind. That's okay, you guys are good. Dear friend, I'm sitting in my bedroom now after the 2-hour ride back to my house. My sister and brother were nice to each other, so I didn't have to drive. Usually on the way home, we drive to visit my Aunt Helen's grave. It's kind of a tradition. My brother and my dad never want to go that much, but they know not to say anything because of Mom and me.
My sister's kind of movie, but she's sensitive about certain things. Every time I go to see my aunt in the grave, my mom and I like to talk about something really great about her. Most years is about how she let me stay up and watch Saturday Night Live, and my mom's live because she knows if she was a kid, she would have wanted to stay up and watch too.
We both put down flowers and sometimes a card. We just want her to know that we miss her, and we think of her. And she was special. She didn't get that enough when she was alive, my mom always says.
And like my dad, I think my mom feels guilty about it. So guilty that instead of giving her money, she gave her a home to stay in.
I want you to know why my mom is guilty. I should probably tell you why, but I really don't know if I should. I have to talk about it with someone. No one in my family will ever talk about it. It's just something they don't. I'm talking about the bad things that happened to Aunt Helen when they wouldn't tell me when I was little.
Every time it comes to Christmas, it's all I can think about. Deep down, it's the one thing that makes me deep down sad. I will not say who, I will not say when. I'll just say that my Aunt Helen was molested. I hate the word. It was done by someone who was very close to her. It was not her dad. She finally told her dad. He didn't believe her because of who it was. It was a friend of the family. It made it worse. My grandpa never said anything either. The man kept coming over for visits.
Okay, pause. If it means kept going, that abuse, was it a one-time thing or was it took a while?
It took a while.
It took a while. That means we know just from like a very brief slide that that's going to have more adverse or negative effects into adulthood. So we now know that she's going to be troubled as an adult. All right, my Aunt Helen drank a lot. My Aunt Helen took drugs a lot. My Aunt Helen had many problems with men and boys. She was a very unhappy person most of her life. She went to hospitals all the time, all kinds of hospitals. Finally, she went to a hospital that helped her figure things out enough to try and make things normal. So she moved in with my family. She started taking classes to get a good job. She told her last bad man to leave her alone. She started losing weight without going on a diet. She took care of us, so my mother could go out and drink and play board games. She let us stay up late. She was the only person other than my mom and dad and brother and sister to buy me 2 presents. One for my birthday, one for Christmas. Even when she moved in with the family and had no money, she always bought me 2 presents. They were always the best presents. Stephanie, that's correct.
On December 24, 1983, a policeman came to the door. My Aunt Hannah was in a terrible car accident. It was very snowy. The policeman told my mom that my Aunt Helen had passed away. He was a very nice man because when my mom started crying, he said that it was a very bad accident, and my Aunt Helen was definitely killed instantly. In other words, there was no pain. There was no pain anymore.
The policeman asked my mom to come down and identify the body. My dad was still at work. That was when I walked up with my brother and sister. It was my 7th birthday. We all wore party hats. My mom made my sister and brother wear them. My sister saw Mom crying and asked what was wrong. My mom couldn't say anything. The police got on one knee and told us what happened. My brother and sister cried, but I didn't. I knew that the policeman made a mistake. Okay, kids, we are on the top of page 91. We are reading to page 96. Actually, before we even do the multiple choice, let's start with the chart just so you guys know where we're at. So let's start on the very top. It says, she was molested. Work with someone near you and answer the question, what do you think the effect of that was? So,
She was heartbroken.
yeah, we're on the effect. So what's the effect?
She was. I don't know the word. She was.
The parents didn't believe her. She drank.
Like it changed her.
Liquor's the drug.
No.
Perfect. All right, 3, 2, 1, 0. Let's go with Sonali. What's the effect?
I said that she got trust issues.
Sure. She has trust issues. Adriana?
She drank and did drugs.
Yes, she became addicted to drinking and drugs. And I can add that onto our poster over there. So there are other answers, so make sure that one of those or one that you think is correct is at least written. The second one is her parents didn't believe her. If her parents didn't believe her, I need one person to raise their hand. What is the effect if your parents don't believe you? What ended up happening? What's the effect of that? Area.
She started to question herself, like, did it really happen?
Did it say that though? Celeste?
She started to feel like no one cares, maybe, or, I don't know, like, feel like she's in it alone.
I think that's a good answer because Charlie says that, right? That she never got treated well. So she starts feeling alone. Leslie?
I think that's when she started drinking and doing drugs because like her parents didn't believe her and she felt useless. So like she took that to like calm herself.
Okay, so she ended up, it's the same kind of effect when her parents didn't believe her. She turned to something for her own therapy. Yeah.
I didn't say it. I'm not gonna say it. It didn't
Well,
say
go
it.
ahead. It's not a big deal.
I was about to say like she like pulled herself away from the family. She isolated herself.
Do we know that?
That's why I said it.
No, that's fine. I'm glad that you bring it up, then we can talk about it. I also thought that, and based on the slide, you guys can also write, she's going to have worse effects when she's older. Because the effect of no one believing her, it happened longer. If no one believed her, the abuse happened longer. So make sure you have, in 10 seconds you have something written. Make sure in 10 seconds you have something written. The next question is, she went to a hospital. This one I think is a little bit harder. She went to a hospital, what was the effect? Turn and talk. Take 30 seconds to turn and talk. What was the effect? Yes. No, sorry, not when she got like the hospital when she went to. Yes.
I don't know the first. I said that she wanted to like a better person. She wanted to move on with her stuff.
Okay. Good. So she lived with her sister. All right, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Track Michael in 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Andres. Michael, you look great today. Go ahead. What do you think the effect was?
I
Andres.
think the effect was that she tried to get help from the hospital because since she was drinking a lot and feeling alone, so she wanted to get help to start start a new life and try to get rid of her past.
I like that. Start a new life. She went to the hospital. She moved with her sister. She tried to start a life. She applied for jobs. And then the last one was, she drove to get Charlie's second present. What was the effect of that, Elizabeth?
Instead, he died in the car accident.
She died in a car accident. So now going back to the OER question, on the back, I don't want you to say anything now. You get to decide if you think that he should feel guilty or if that's justified. That could be one of the answers.
Like that,
Kelly?
he thinks he's guilty.
Yeah.
Because she was going for his. I would say it was small.
Okay, I cannot read your OERs. We are at 9:07. You guys, 9:30. So we have about 20 minutes. And in 20 minutes, I need you guys to finish this reading and then we did the chart, then to do the multiple choice. And we'll do our OER. So let's do this. We stopped at page 91, correct?
Yeah.
91, 96. Okay, that's like 6 pages-ish. 5, 6 pages, depending on what you're talking. So let's do 8 minutes of reading, and we'll see where we're at, and then you guys will work on the multiple choice together. Yeah? All right, I don't have internet, so I can't, I'll just tell you the time.
So it's fine?
For right now, for 8 minutes, yes, it's level 0. Thank you for that. Appreciate you. You helped me out. All right, 8 minutes, go. Andres, stand in the back and read. You're tired. That's fine, but don't sleep. Yeah. Because you're too tired. That's why I'm watching you. So you can you have 2 options. Option 1, you can stay here, but if you fall asleep, it's detention. Or option 2, you stand in the back and you read. Option 1. All right, there, buddy. Don't get lulled. I can see you. Okay. All right, kiddos. We're 30 seconds down. Whew. Y'all, we have about 3 minutes left to finish to page 96. Thumbs up, that's enough time. Thumbs down. Okay, I'll add on 1 minute, we'll come back to it. Just 4 minutes. One less. Is it? No, girl. It's gonna be hot. Let's do this. I'll make a decision. Most of you are on page 95, so try to take 1 minute until I get to 96. While you guys are reading, I'm going to be passing out homework that's going to be due on Thursday because I'm going to be seeing you tomorrow because it's a dad day. finished early, if you finished early, if you finished early, you can do multiple choice or continue reading. I just gave 2 demerits out for people that weren't doing that. You guys know what your expectations are.